Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Tonight, Mirz Hashem, my Saba has Yortzeit, 66th Yortzeit for his father, Menachem Mendel ben Chaim. Menachem Mendel ben Chaim. His neshama should have a lichtige Gan Eden. Should be a Melitz Yosher for the family, for all of us, and all of Klal Yisrael. Welcome, Reb Funfeder. It's good to have you here. Mazel Tov.
Yeah,
Baruch Hashem. Mazel Tov v'beneinikel. Again, a simcha that we should all celebrate with Gesund. Zivik should be Oil Yafa Zayin. We are holding at the fifth Mishna in the final parak of Bava Basra, and we're dedicated by the Fisher family, Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We're also learning Lila Nishmas David ben Chaim, L'Refu Shalema, for Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayesar, for the Schus of Avram ben Yom Benish ben Malki Yehudis and family, by Yol Klugman and family, for Shalema, for Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadl, and Meir ben Chayesar. Now this is a simple case. I gave a loan to Yaakov of $1,000. Small, a guy that inherits millions. This is, small cash, but I gave him a loan of $1,000. And he paid me $500. Now, he doesn't want me walking around with a promissory note of $1,000 if he already paid me $500. I'm not going to rip up the promissory note, because then how am I going to get the other $500? So what we decide is that we'll put it in escrow by Dr. Rothstein. So this is what Dr. Rothstein knows, that he already paid the $500, so that I can't collect the full $1,000, but that he also owes me $500. That's the Misha Para Mixas Chayvai. So Rabbi Yaakov paid me the $500, and we put the promissory note by Dr. Rothstein. Now, the loan is due soon. So Yaakov wants to assure me that he's going to pay. So he says, look, if I don't pay you by 15 days, you know what, Dr. Rothstein, give Rabbi Weiss back the shtar. And then he'll be able to collect the full 1,000 again. 10 lo ishtar. And guess what? 15 days come, and he doesn't pay me. He gives man v'lo nasa. 15 days come, and he doesn't pay me. Rabbi Yossi Aimer Yitain. Rabbi Yossi says, Dr. Rothstein gives me back the shtar. And now I could collect 1,000 again. Yeah. Rabbi Yehuda Aimer lo Yitain. Now this is the famous klal in Shas, that asmachta lo kanya. Since when Yaakov said, if I don't pay you in 15 days, he never chalamed that he wouldn't pay me in 15 days. It just happened to be he won a free cruise and he went away, but he never, and therefore, since he never really meant it, asmachta lo kanya, and therefore Dr. Rothstein doesn't give me back the shtar, and he still owes me only $500. Now, the next Mishnah is a different predicament. Still the same thing. I gave Yaakov a $1,000 loan, and I have an IOU note for $1,000. And guess what happened? The IOU note fell into my fish tank. It got erased. Uh-oh. What do we do? It got erased, and he's a slippery fellow. If I don't have an IOU note, so what do we do? So the Mishnah got me covered. If my IOU note got erased, it happens to be that Reb Funfeder and Reb Rosen, they saw the shtar. So they could go to Bezdin, Ubalufnei Bezdin, they come before Bezdin, V'oisen Laikiyim. And Bezdin can make me a certification, a new IOU note. And it says on it, Ish Pliny ben Pliny, Moshe Meir, the son of Aaron Tzvi, Nimchak Shtaroi, the star got erased, B'yoim Pliny, the star got erased, and it was written for, it has to have the date when the loan was made, so I have a lien on Rabbi Yaakov's mortgage properties. Pliny Eidov, and we know that Dr. Rothstein and Reb Goldman were the witnesses. That's what they do. Now here is again the same situation. I gave him a $1,000 loan. Misha para mixas chayva, and he paid $500. Now here we don't have a person to give it an escrow. So what do? He's not leaving me with an IOU note for $1,000 if he paid me already $500. He's not stupid, right? So Reb Yehuda says Yachlef. Reb Yehuda says we write a new one. Instead of saying that he owes me $1,000, we rip it up and say he owes me $500. And Reb Yehuda says that you could put the old date on it, because they write that he owed me $500 from that date, even though it's being written now. Rabbi Yossi says you can't do that. You would have to write today's date. And to write today's date would mean that I would lose the lien of the mortgage properties from the previous date. So Rabbi Yossi says, no, we keep the shtar. And I write Rabbi Yaakov a receipt that he paid $500. The only thing is, Rabbi Yaakov doesn't like that. Poor Rabbi Yaakov. He's going to have to watch his receipt that it shouldn't be eaten by mice. Right? So Rabbi Yossi, I'm a yichtav shayver. I'm Rabbi Yehuda, so Rabbi Yehuda says it's not fair. Till now, Yaakov didn't have to watch anything. Now he's going to have a responsibility that he shouldn't lose the receipt. Because if he loses the receipt, then he's going to have to pay me the full $1,000. Amalei Rabbi Yossi, so Rabbi Yossi says, well, who should lose out? There's a klal, Eved Loy V'li Malva. I mean, he's the one that benefited. I gave him a loan. So who should lose out? He has to watch the receipt, or I put on the new date, because Rabbi Yossi holds it would only be the new date, and I would then be weakened because I wouldn't have the lien from the earlier dates. Amalei Rabbi Yossi, kach yafaloi. That's fair. He's the one that got the loan. He's benefited. So let him have the burden to watch the receipt. V'lo yura koicha shel zeh, and I shouldn't lose my strength of having the previous date and the previous lien. Rabbi say, Mi'etz Hashem, tomorrow, I hope to give a chumash shir live here downstairs at about 8:45. Everybody is invited for that. And Mi'etz Hashem, I'm planning to, with the help of Hashem, I should have the strength to start giving live again the Daf Yomi on Thursday night for start of Sanhedrin Daf Beis. It would be nice if some new people would join us for Sanhedrin Daf Beis at 8:00. Thank you very much for helping out the second minyan as well.